Alright, and we're here for the one and only Junior Finals. Super exciting day tonight. We have JohnnyLeven versus Fishy1289, and this is going to be the last race of the regular junior bracket before the championships. Whoever wins in this race will move on to the championship event against the losers bracket champion. Alright, and we're here for the one and only Junior Finals. Kenny's host. Messed that up. I apologize. I'm joined by Rud.
Hello.
Okay, so, for the final event, we're going to have a little bit of a variation in how things work. We still have any percent. We still have 15 minutes to beat Olmec or get as far as you possibly can within the time allotted. Obviously, whoever gets farthest or whoever beats Olmec first takes the win, and whoever takes 3 wins ends up beating the other opponent. This is best 3 of 5 because we want finals to be all skill and no RNG. So, we're going to get started.
Only finals.
Yeah, only okay, championships too. Finals and championships.
Oh.
But, we're gonna get started in just a second here, Fishy and Johnny, with their sportsmanship, wishing each other good luck. I am beyond excited. This is gonna be freaking awesome. So, I want this to get started as soon as possible, sooner than later, if you will. So we're gonna get going in about 40 seconds here. Bring on the hype train. I'm sure this is like the epitome of races for you, Rud, the junior finals.
Please don't make train jokes.
I'm sorry. I thought... I'm sorry. But, 20
yeah,
seconds...
this would be great.
20 seconds until, the most hyped match of our league so far.
Hope it goes for all 5. Oh,
I
yeah,
really do.
Buddy, I'm super drunk right now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot myself, too. Oh, man. Alright, and we're about to kick off the very first race of finals here.
Wow.
Thanks. Okay. There you go. We'll get started now-ish. I kinda had to type all of those numbers individually in 2 chats, so that was like the slowest 30 seconds of my life, quite literally. Alright, now we're going.
That's a lot closer this time.
The actual races are starting, and Johnny immediately resetting.
Yeah. Might as well have just not done all that. We just lost all that time.
Alright, so we're starting with actual junior finals now. Technical difficulties aside, we are started. Best 3 of 5. Excitement, Fishy versus Johnny. Go insane, I guess, because, you know.
This would be good.
Yeah.
It's gonna go for all 5.
I really hope it does. Like, that would be just fantastic.
Overtimes on every one.
We've seen Fishy push some pretty crazy overtime before, and I don't expect any less here. Because Johnny is one of the most consistent players, but Fishy has made some of the craziest comebacks in the season. I don't know. These guys are both bonkers players. They've proven themselves as the best of the best in junior.
Yeah. Johnny went right past that bomb shop there. I don't know if he thought he was going to be able to get 10,000 to afford that bomb box or what. But he ended up going back and just getting a bag.
He's not too far behind, and the bombs could help in the temple or something, but...
Yeah, I'm just wondering why he passed it up and then went all the way back.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It's a bit odd, but Johnny probably has some reasoning behind it. Those pot strats. Fishy immediately winning the race as a result of that. I noticed you were whipping lots of pots.
Yeah, I sure was.
You are a fiend.
Hey, pot strats take time, man. It's a race.
Time worth spending, you know?
Yeah. If I wanted to actually make money, I would do gold dupe whips.
You just hate me?
You just make it too easy is all.
You're not wrong. Anyway, Fishy is onto the jungle at this point, 2-2, which means he's an entire level ahead of Johnny, but Johnny has paste and 6 bombs and 10 ropes, whereas Fishy, I think, lacks any passives. Yeah,
he's got an extra health.
Although Johnny is lacking in health, he has only 3. Fishy can take a tiki trap where Johnny cannot. Already seeing some orange frog skips on the levels. It's pretty rare where it actually works out in the spike pits, because usually they destroy the vines, but he had a nice long vine that he could grab onto quickly. I think, well, these are definitely some short levels for Fishy, but that's 1 damage for him.
Looked like he was about to go back to that boomerang and then decided not to.
Yeah. The boomerang grab isn't a terrible idea during the races, but, you know, I think both of these guys prefer
a lot
to
of
whip.
players aren't used to using it in everyday situations.
Yeah.
Probably it's best to stick with what you know.
Johnny passing up a black market. Oh, and he's gonna take a hit from a tiki trap. How?
He jumped up, triggered it, I think, and then jumped up again and smacked himself.
That's some
Meanwhile,
weird hitboxes.
is Fishy getting rutted over there?
Yes, Fishy is very much getting rutted over there.
Got a 3-1 wet fur, and is it also blocked off?
I can't say for certain yet.
I believe it is.
Already a little bit bonkers on Fishy's end, nearly exploding twice and taking some damage. No, that's just the bottom layer, but add to Fibonacci's count. Right, Fishy's down to 2.
Something exploded and caused that to happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, it all worked out in the end. You know, loss of 2 health, of course, but Fishy makes it out alive. 2 health could be a problem in the temple where, not tiki traps, but rather arrow traps are reintroduced, so...
Yeah, Fishy gets a parachute and a crate, and Johnny passes up a jetpack in his shop.
I don't remember, but I think I've seen Johnny rob a jetpack shop before during these races. I don't know if he necessarily made it through during the races, but I think I remember him doing so.
Somebody did it and made it. I don't remember who it was.
Fishy still going through his run pretty strong. As far as resources go, he's only collected like a few extra ropes and bombs, so...
Yeah, Johnny's back in 1-4 here.
8 level difference between these guys. So if Fishy keeps it up and plays consistently beats Olmec, clearly he's going to win this race.
Yeah, Fishy's down to 2 health now. That could be a problem here. A mummy or a tiki will take him out.
Mummy shouldn't be an issue because he chose to pick up the freeze rate, which was a smart move. It's a very good item against mummies because, you know, you just jump on them and they die. Also good at killing Anubis. I remember when I discovered that I immediately wanted to freeze ray Anubis, and it's pretty satisfying, I'll admit. Johnny's gonna buy some extra bombs there on 2-1. That's gonna help him out if Fishy does end up dying in the temple here, which is very possible, assuming some...
This is a weird swamp situation for Fishy.
Yeah, I think he needs to land on one, spend fall damage and then fall back down, or just place a bomb somewhere else so he doesn't have to even go for it.
Much smarter. Good thing he's not listening to you, Hectic.
Yeah, that's true. I'm probably not the wisest of spelunkers. Fishy is a level away from Olmec here, and he has 5 bombs, so he can do fast strats if he needs to. Alright, you can also freeze Krokman, that's another... Oh, and Fishy's gonna go down to the tiki trap, being a little bit too hasty.
Yep.
Ends up getting smacked in the face on 4-3, so...
This puts Johnny in a really good position here with 7 health, 4 bombs. He could get himself a cape right here.
Yeah, Johnny's also 6 levels ahead.
Decides not to use the bomb on that vampire and passes up a cape.
Alright.
Can't say I agree with that.
Yeah, cape is a really valuable resource, but you could argue that something could go very, very wrong in a small space with a bomb.
Oh, that was super safe. That was very safe. All he had to do was put that bomb right there.
That's true.
And he's coming into the ice caves where the cape would be very helpful. Let's see how he does.
No compass.
Nope, yeah, no compass. No jetpack, just a man and some ice.
This is a scary jump, and Johnny goes for it. Yep.
Very
wow.
Nicely done.
Okay. Nice. I was a bit scared there that he was gonna be a bit hasty, but he definitely made that jump as safe as it can possibly be. Not that it's that safe even when you've had that set up, but bravo to Johnny for making it. On to 3-2 now. So we're still only...
Pretty nice bottom floor on this 3-2.
Yeah. Nice flat terrain. The only openings are on the edges.
There's a black market. Is he going to take it?
Yes, he is. Not a bad choice. Pretty early in the level. Shortens his level by a large amount, and, known layouts, as we always say. Semi-known.
Yes, of
course.
Any errant thing could anger the shopkeepers and put a real damper on your day here, though.
Manageable though. If you can prepare yourself for an orange frog before it jumps, you can usually prevent them from causing damage. As long as you can cook an orange frog, which not everyone can do. Johnny's gonna take a little bit of fall damage and move on to the... Wait, was that? I think there was a UFO that was stun-locked in the air with a Yeti on a bounce pad, and the only reason it wasn't getting blown up was because the Yeti was constantly pushing it back upwards. That was really odd. I might want to look back at that in a while.
I didn't see that. I just saw the mammoth that almost sniped in midair.
Yeah.
He took fall damage.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. I might check back later when I rewatch the VOD, because I think we all are going to rewatch this VOD of Junior Finals, you know, the most hype event of the series so far. But
Ooh, and a 4-2 dark level for Johnny.
Ouch. That mummy jump. Wow, okay. And it's the wrong way.
Oh, no.
Oh, yep, reacting to the scarab at the last second there, he actually pushes himself up into a thwop, which means that Fishy still has the lead. Johnny did not make it to 4-3, ended up dying on 4-2, so that's unfortunate for Johnny. However, 6 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. We still have plenty of time before this race is over.
Yeah, Johnny could definitely get back to Olmec. But he's at a significant disadvantage now. These guys just keep switching places.
Yeah. Fishy, the power is now in his hands at this point, whether or not he can push the lead to Olmec and possibly just win this next
his
seed.
resources are not significant.
Yeah, he hasn't had much resources at all in this first race.
But as long as he plays carefully, this should be a victory.
Johnny having a bit more of a struggle as well, down to 1 HP on the mines. It looks like Fishy's gonna make it back to the, at least, temple.
Yeah, Johnny is in a bad corner there and has to reset.
Yeah. He still has time. 5 minutes 45 seconds is enough to get to Olmec. Maybe not necessarily beat it on a slow seed, but if you're fast enough, you can certainly beat Olmec in that amount of time. Of course, once again, the race is mostly in Fishy's hands, so until he dies, Johnny doesn't have much of a say in what goes down. Although there's a perfect 1-2 for Johnny.
Yeah, Fishy having a little trouble finding that exit, looked
Yeah.
like. But he's got the time. He can take his time here.
Right, onto the temple. 5 minutes 15 seconds is plenty of time to get through all of the temple. If you don't make it through, you're clearly stalling for something. We're doing a score run.
Yeah, I'd like to see a score run in one of these races. That'd be fun.
I really would not. Whenever Kenny subs, I always worry about that score seed popping up and just wrecking everything. Fishy,
He did it once.
yeah, Fishy panicking a bit here. Leaving behind the landmine? Yes, leaving behind the landmine. I don't know, 7
He
ropes.
didn't want to burn a rope.
7 ropes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree with it, but it looked like that was his thinking there. He wanted to save himself a rope.
It's not a huge deal here. As far as this next temple level goes, I mean, he's gonna burn a bomb. Okay. Fishy.
Yeah, he's gonna use a bomb. He could do the 2 bomb strat still.
I think he's pushing to use ropes to get up to the Olmec area potentially, and that's why he's saving them all. Otherwise, I'm a little bit confused as to why he's valuing his ropes so much in a situation where, you know, he could save a bomb instead of a rope. Lost the landmine and then used a bomb there. Let's see if
Yeah,
I was right about Fishy's idea.
I was thinking he might go up top too. Hopefully he finds 2 parachutes and a camera.
You mean 2 compasses and a camera?
No, I thought he'd get it worse.
Oh, nice. Freaking 2 compasses for Mike. Oh, and Johnny's gonna die on 2-3. I'm gonna have to say that this race is more than likely going to Fishy, because at this point there's only 3 minutes 40 seconds on the clock. I mean, if Johnny can pull off some miraculous, like, low percent world record run.
He could do a teleporter run.
That's true. I forgot this is any percent, and it looks like Fishy is about to complete Olmec. That was close with that flying scorpion, but Fishy, yeah, is gonna move out into the exit, so I'm gonna inform Johnny.
Taking the time to break a pot and then throw his bomb.
Well, that's gonna invalidate his run. That's too bad. Anyway,
Alright,
so the first
race
round
goes
goes
to
Fishy.
Fishy.
There we go. Stop copying me, jerk.
I said race, you said round. Mine was better.
Ouch, my feelings. I hope for their sake that they can pull that off, but we'll see what happens. Fishy, of course, has the lead, but that's 3 of 5. Anything can happen.
Indeed. For those of you wondering about the brightness on Fishy's screen, he's a cool guy and plays with sunglasses on.
Gotcha. I didn't know that. Interesting. There should be a texture mod that turns the specs into sunglasses. Try to get on it.
Okay.
Like right now, like just drop off commentary.
I'm busy working on making the machete something that's not safe to work.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, are you actually doing that, out of curiosity?
Possibly.
Okay. Interesting.
I just gotta find a way to hack into Kinney's game.
Gotcha.
Oh, a teleporter for Fishy, and he takes it, robbing the 1-2 shop.
Alright, I mean, I'd like to see a teleporter run completed for finals. Do you know how freaking amazing that would be?
Yeah, very few players have opted to take the teleporter so far.
It's fun stuff. I mean, they usually end... I'm never gonna justify using the teleporter, okay? It's not safe, you'll die a lot, but like...
In my first race, I got a teleporter, and I used it to get to Olmec.
Did you?
Yep, did not kill me.
Good
Today
job.
I used it, but I was just messing around.
Yeah, you know, usually you'll die pretty early with it, and it won't matter in the long run. But I'm never gonna justify that using it is a good idea, because it really isn't. But Fishy's on 2-2 right now. Massive lead over Johnny, of course. Using a teleporter usually means that you are about to die, always. So.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh my god, I hate doing that drop from the leaves, like, over the spikes. Like, oh, that was scary. I can't believe
The
Fishy
exit
just
was
did that.
scarier, but he pulled it through.
Fishy is, like, on par right now for freaking completing this teleporter run.
Oh no!
Oh, and onto a man trap, just as I say that. So Fishy is back to 1-1.
Right into it.
That's a 4-level disadvantage for him now. I don't know. I think for finals, that might have been a little bit... Wow. Might have been a little bit of a poor choice. Johnny doing a very fancy
if you're going to
dodge.
take a risk like that, it's best to do it right away at the beginning of the race, because you got plenty of time to make it up if the other guy dies.
Of course, you know, or just not take the risk at all. Oh,
yeah,
man.
what was the fun in that?
That's true, that's true. We gotta get crazy for these junior finals.
Freeze ray, leaving it behind.
Yeah, I mean, it's more useful in the temple, like I mentioned before. Wow, okay, there's a boost for Johnny. But yeah.
Yeah, the whip is pretty powerful. I wouldn't take that either.
The only reason I could see a player grabbing a freeze ray 4 is to freeze old Bitey, because that's one of the most ridiculous things you can do in the game.
Well, you can get some pretty bad giant frogs as well.
That's true, that's true. I don't know if orange frogs explode when you break them while frozen, but Johnny has to deal with the dark level now. Let's see how he handles it. Dark jungle levels have been killing our racers with, like, very much efficiency as of late. Most of the time when we see a dark jungle, our racer ends up dying. Of course, Johnny breaking that cycle very quickly, actually, moving through that level.
Yeah, he had some pretty close jumps next to spikes there, but he made it through.
I think he saw him. I think he was ready for him. Although, who knows? A lot of times, even though we can see spikes, players are a little bit flustered, go a bit too fast, and land on them regardless. We'll see.
Spring shoes.
Those would be pretty helpful.
It can be if you like them. Some people really dislike them.
You know, one of the biggest advantages that I see of them is the fact that you can clear a tiki trap without having to grab onto a ledge.
Yes. You can also jump a little higher than you thought and end up taking fall damage.
It's true. But you can avoid high jumping by just tapping the button, so as long as you're aware of it, you'll be fine. It's one more thing to think about, but it is a pretty notable advantage in a lot of situations. At this point, Fishy is about 2 levels behind Johnny. Johnny is not on the right side of the level. And not taking a leap of faith there. Good choice. I was a little bit worried there, because I don't think he would have made that. Fishy, if he had spring shoes there, wouldn't have added to the pip counter, but there he goes. Alright, he's actually down to 2. No, scratch that. 3 health. Takes the damsel after dropping to 2, so...
Oh boy.
Oh.
Johnny had a tough time making that jump and then got himself smacked by a Yeti for it.
Yep, he's going to set the lead to 3-2 at this point. Fishy has a solid chance of pushing that lead further and taking it back himself. We'll see what happens. Once again, not much as far as passive items go. I think I have yet to see Fishy with any passive items. We'll see, though. Beehive? You know, these races,
Yeah,
have been
thank
lacking
God.
beehives as of late. I don't know, I kind of want to see... Wow. That level had it out for him. What is that spike pit? That's like straight from hell, man. Literally. Oh man, Johnny's resetting on 1-2, gonna go back to 1-1. Not a huge loss, but that's definitely some time out the window. Let's see. Fishy now moving on to the ice caves. I almost said jungle. And,
Gonna get that manzel.
yeah, look at that. Nicely placed
Yeah, there's
landmine for him.
some bombs in there. He could grab those. He's got the money for it.
Looks like he's choosing not to do so. I think he can only afford one at this point, now that he's in the ice caves.
Oh, that Yeti swung but missed.
God, that's just the most terrifying thing when that happens, because usually I'm focused on the Yeti,
And this is our second wet fur of the races.
yeah, there it is. It's not quite a get rutted, but it's still not very good.
That was pretty forgiving for a wet fur level, actually.
Yeah. Not even 20 seconds, so pretty nice for Fishy. Johnny, just having no luck in the mines right now. Off-screen arrow traps galore. That's
Yeah, Johnny really needs to get his head together here. He's rushing a little.
Ooh, okay, so Fishy very narrowly avoiding death there. A falling platform is actually what saved him there.
Yeah, that was lucky.
That was a bit scary for him, but he is alive and moving on to 3-4 at this point. He has pushed the lead and taken it himself, and he has a great chance of moving on to the temple. Perhaps completing the seed? My fear is of arrow traps right now, mostly. Perhaps thwomps, we'll see. And we're not even halfway through this race, so if Fishy does end up dying, we still have plenty of time to get another run-in from one of these guys. Johnny, unfortunately, getting a really short end of the stick here and getting terrible, terrible seeds in the mines with off-screen arrow traps just parallel to him all the time. It looks like the game is starting to ease up, maybe?
Maybe. He opted there to bomb a giant spider and grab the pace and a few gems.
A good choice.
See if he gets a... Oh, no, he just...
Yep, there's a dark
gets
level.
a dark level.
Game is,
It's compass. That's helpful.
Yeah, but
But Fishy's into 4-3 now, so it may not be enough to help him at all.
be Fishy with a dark? Never mind. I think the game is a bit biased right now to aquatic animals. Perhaps just a little bit. Alright, that 4-3.
Ooh, nice move with that croc man.
Oh my god, with 1 health, that must have been terrifying. That was, like, impressive. Bravo to Fishy for pulling that off. Moving on to Olmec with 1 health here. Let's,
yeah, I would have liked
to
see Fishy grab a damsel if he could, but too
that
late for that.
That was a really impressive maneuver.
That was very nice.
I couldn't have done that myself, probably.
That's not really a measure of anything.
Yeah, I mean, I've only done the eggplant run. Mr. I haven't done the eggplant run.
I've done an eggplant run.
Have you? You
Co-op,
haven't.
Skinny.
Oh, co-op with Kenny. Oh, yeah, sure.
It's the only way I want to do eggplant runs. I think they're stupid.
Freaking Fishy doing fast strats here. It's up to
Good
the
man.
RNG.
That's
Here we go.
a smart man.
And so far, so good. Oh, and the frog is gonna kill him on the last layer. Fishy is down on Olmec. We have 6 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm going to inform them of, and Johnny has a clear lead now. Johnny has a solid chance to take this back after that death on Olmec for Fishy being at 1 health.
To be clear, Fishy has a clear lead at 4-4.
I meant like
Johnny
as far as
is coming back.
Johnny has.
He has a chance to come back. Luckily, he had enough health to survive that Tiki.
Yeah, that was terrifying. What I meant to say, I should have phrased that differently, is Johnny has a large impact on the race now. Depending upon how he plays now, this race could be his.
Yeah, he certainly has
beat
enough
Olmec.
time to beat the game.
He has to beat Olmec or die on Olmec and hope that Fishy doesn't make it there in time.
Fishy with a compass, matic, and a jetpack, robbing the 1-2 shop.
Alright, maybe Fishy will get ahead of Johnny here. He is about 6 levels behind, so I'm a bit, actually 5. A bit doubtful, but this is a terrifying level for Johnny.
Oh no.
No. 5 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. They both have a very solid chance of pushing back, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, I'd
They
say
need to
this
go
is the
fast.
last run that Johnny has to complete.
I think the same will go for Fishy as well.
Fishy's in a good spot right now with 4-4, even without the win. He's in pretty good spot, pretty safe.
Although, if a shopkeep comes down and tries to wreck his face, then
Then
wow,
you steal the
okay.
shotgun out of his hand and shoot him point blank. And continue.
That's, yeah, okay. So, good job to Fishy. Little, scary there, because typically shooting shopkeeps at point blank means that, you'll eventually lead to him actually waking up earlier than he normally does. I don't know exactly how that works, but,
We're
smart
going to
timers
see a
are weird.
castle level here from Fishy.
What?
First castle of the races.
What? We're seeing a castle level by Fishy. Yeah, that's That has never happened before. Okay, solid choice with the Matic, actually.
That's great.
I never thought we'd be seeing this strat, but you know, that makes total sense. That's a fairly fast level. And I mean, you get the altar. Well, yeah, it was until you get this situation.
Taking his time with it, but he could be out of here. Oh no! Shop situation. Still alive, still alive.
How?
Flying, grabbing.
What? Are you kidding me? Fishy lives against all odds in the castle. Like,
wow.
What is even happening?
Really makes it out of that castle alive. Johnny's into 2-1. This is great.
This has got to be biased. This game is like, what? And Johnny gets a dark. What is going on? This game is entirely in Fishy's favor right now. I feel bad. This is ludicrous. What is
if
happening?
Johnny just go faster, he'd stop getting all these dark levels.
That's true. That's true. Johnny
hits himself with his own torch.
Yes, he is. Is Fishy really gonna go for it? Okay, no, just going through, not getting the crystal skull. Good. But shopkeeper dead. This is this race is. What is this race?
I don't know, but the chat is right. That deserves a highlight. Going
that
to
is,
nasty.
yeah, that might end up happening. You'll see.
That's
You'll
just
see.
for swag.
We're a little bit behind on highlights. We have a few to make, but wow. Haunted castle strats. That was a new one.
Yeah, and his lead is growing significantly now.
Among other things, he's 4 levels. Scratch that. 5 levels ahead.
Among other things, what's going on in this secret chat you have?
I don't know. With 3 minutes on the clock, there's still a solid chance for both of these racers to make it to the end of the game. Johnny has to push. He has to go fast, maybe get a jetpack along the way. And Fishy just sort of has to not die, which he's been doing pretty good so far. He had a slip up in the haunted castle, and yet survived.
Yeah, I bet he's morale-wise feeling pretty good right now, knowing that he's pretty close to having this in the bag already with the 4-4 bar.
Continual garbage for Johnny on his seeds. That is the most trash level I have seen on the jungle in like all of the races. Fishy, faring no better in the temple so far. This race is pretty much gone to Fishy. Johnny no longer has a chance to get back to the temple within the 2 minutes allotted. So Fishy is going to take the solid lead 2-0 here.
Let's see if he grabs that teleporter. That'd be fun.
I might cry. Like, I might just cry.
Well, he knows he's got this in the bag already. I would take that teleporter just for fun.
Alright, and Fishy's moving on to 4-2 at this point. This is a bonkers race. But yeah, it is going to go to Fishy. Whew. We'll see what Johnny has to respond with that. I think tables might turn here. Typically during the races, once one person has gotten terrible seeds, the other player will get terrible seeds to follow that. And let me tell you, Johnny's... Holy crap, he's gotten a dark level almost every chance he could get. Terrible, that Tiki Village, terrible mines is like an intermission for him between his runs. We'll see what happens. Fishy, you know, playing this seed fantastically. Like, I have to say, the fact that he got those items is lucky, but with the shopkeeps and everything, he's been playing pretty much perfectly at this point. So props to Fishy for his performance so far. I really feel like Johnny is losing this to the seeds so far. I'd like to see a change. We'll see what happens. He still has another race. Potentially another 3 if he plays perfect. We'll see what happens.
Well, thank goodness it's best 3 of 5.
Yes. I would feel terrible if this was ending right now, but we are doing best 3 of 5, so Fishy still has to win one more time afterwards.
Yeah, he's again going for the fast strats, like a smart gentleman.
A little bit better off this time with a rope, you know, stockpile. That was a bit
1
scary.
HP.
And it is dead again. Of course. Jetpack bug there, facing the wrong direction. But at this point, this race will also go to Fishy, despite his death on Olmec twice. He is going to take the win.
We're almost out of time here.
Yes, 27 seconds on the clock, and I think Johnny knows that because he's waiting at the end. So we're gonna award Fishy his 2nd diamond, and we're getting to some crazy stuff here. Johnny has to make a comeback. And I know he can. Johnny is very capable of playing consistently, but I think he's having a hard time with these seeds right now. We'll see. These two are both really solid players. I'm excited. I kind of want to see some, like, overtime here, just to get a bit crazy, but... see.
That would be fun.
Alright, we're gonna get both of these two back to the main area. Just as the lobby music plays on the soundtrack. Good timing, good timing. We're just waiting for Fishy at this point. I'm assuming he got the message, considering he's robbing a shop. Although I will send a personal message just to make sure. And we'll get started with the next round in a second. Are you joking? Are you kidding me right now?
What?
Fishy getting a teleporter and taking it. He still thinks
So,
he's there. Oh my god.
This will be over soon then. Oh,
Yes.
Didn't press down. Alright.
Okay. To the main door, I'm assuming. Alright, there you go. So we're gonna get started in about 40 seconds here for the next race. These have been really good so far. Really good. Oh, that's the wrong chat. Okay. These have been really good so far. Really solid, really exciting. Back and forth quite a bit. Alright.
That's the best kind of race, I think.
I kind of
Suspense.
want to see some more crazy stuff like the Haunted Castle. Like, only if it's viable. Because when Fishy did it there, that's one of the only times that the Haunted Castle was actually a viable strategy. But I'd kind of like to see more of that, obviously. Maybe going through the worm. Maybe. Probably never, ever going through the worm.
That's not ever viable.
Probably never, ever doing that. But, you know, maybe if you're a drunk like Rudd. Maybe.
Drunk Rud makes the most sense. I would never do that.
Yeah, you're sure. Of course. You know, the whole being drunk makes you stronger, clearly. Alright, and as
Sorry.
usual, Johnny is a little bit behind,
It drive better, too.
Rod, we don't support drunk driving. Anyway, Fishy taking some damage immediately on 1-1, choosing not to reset.
Oh
For
my
fuck's
goodness.
sake! What is happening to Johnny?
Wow. Poor Johnny. That's just a totally unseen off-screen arrow trap.
And triggered
Homed in on him.
by
He goes
another
to-
arrow trap. That's just such garbage. What is this
He
game
triggers
have?
the 1 in the same spot and still gets hit.
It's just so unfair. There's not. You can't predict that.
At least it happened at the very beginning.
Yes, at least it wasn't like in the temple. That's this game. I'm telling you, has it out for Johnny.
Compass, bomb bag, and a bomb box, and no money for Johnny.
Oh man.
It's good to collect a little money in 1-1 if you can.
Let's hope that doesn't happen again to Johnny. Fishy doing a key run right now. And quitting it promptly. There we go. Alright, let's hope that's like an omen that like this is the last bit of bad luck for Johnny and he'll move on to some pretty good seats here.
Again, another bomb shop. He's having to pass up. There he goes. He got some money.
Yep.
Get himself a bag. And yeah.
I'm about to cry. Poor
That
Johnny.
was not a bad seed. That was bad play
I
on
know,
Johnny's
that
part,
was a
unfortunately.
mistake.
Fishy
think he's
taking
a
quite a
fluff.
bit of damage from that piranha
Yeah.
in 2-1.
I think. Oh my god! And Johnny taking more damage on the mines. This is a bit ludicrous at this point.
Johnny appears to be disheartened at this point.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, this is finals, and it's 2 losses in a row, followed by that arrow that was just totally fair and justified.
Yeah, it's not a great way to start a race,
Yeah.
morale-wise.
You know, just starting the race like, yeah, I got this, and then Spelunky's just like, hey, you, fuck you, stop, you know. And,
Yeah, he's taking some stupid damage here in the mines, Johnny. An easy spider, he just jumped right into it.
It's tough, man. I think Johnny's a bit flustered. Maybe if death on Fishy's part will lead to Johnny playing a bit better. I hate to say
Fishy
that.
could grab the cape here.
And
Spike that. There
instead
we go.
taking 1 damage. I don't know if that's worth it. He's down to 1 health for that cape. That could end up being a pretty terrible thing.
Possibly. I hope he has a chance to grab a damsel.
See?
Cape's coming in handy already, though.
Yeah, he would have fallen on that bubble, presumably, if he hadn't had the cape. This is a pretty trashy level for him so far. Not at all safe. But with the cape, he does handle it pretty well. Yeah, that might have been the end of him without the cape, so I guess that is justified. Good play on Fishy's part, but Johnny moving on to the jungle. Slowly but surely making back ground after the tough start that he had, making back some health as well. Fishy with the Psychic Presence, maybe we'll see him imply some Psychic Presence strategies, or just completely pass it up, making me
No, why
sad.
bother with that cape? He's in a good position. Johnny
Johnny,
again passing up the cape.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the mindset is exactly. I wish I could know exactly what Johnny's going for. But perhaps he's trying to save up bombs to perform safe strats on Olmec. I don't know.
In my head, he's not thinking about his resources. He's thinking about going fast because he sees that he's behind, and he knows he needs to win one. I think he's just thinking about going fast and doesn't want to take the time to wait for a bomb.
That's true. Additionally, if you're missing, now you're spending more time waiting for that bomb to be done and, like, staying away from it. Fishy with another second presence, by the way. This is the new bees. Speaking of which, we haven't seen enough bees. Oh, man.
All right,
but,
don't kill the joke, Hectic. Don't kill it.
3-4. It feels like the 4th of July. Today is actually, what is today? I don't remember. May 22nd. Junior finals. Tomorrow will be a whole mosh pit of stuff, and the expected schedule to change. We have some problems with one particular racer who will go unnamed.
Is it me?
It is you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to win. I was not expecting to win.
Ooh, Fishy, that was gutsy. I don't know if I agree with that. Taking a mummy jump at 2 health, like, right into there when he has, I think, 7 bombs? That was scary. Oh, it's 4 bombs, 7 ropes. Taking another mummy jump. Okay, well, I mean, he's pulling them off.
He's comfortable with his mummy jumps.
And, of course, a blocked off. What is this game right now?
Well, it's about time he got some bad RNG.
Yeah, like, do they just not want us to have a finals that, like, makes
Johnny
sense?
narrowly avoided getting sniped by that man.
Yeah,
there.
I saw that. That was a bit scary for him. Fishy, man, this is tense for both of them right now. Oh.
He was on the wrong side of the level and then stood on top of a mine.
This might be over very quickly.
This might be a 3-race win here for Fishy.
This is interesting. This is terrible, actually, for Fishy. Well, I mean, yeah, that's one way to handle it. All right. So far, so good for Fishy. Does not actually kill the mummy. He has to deal with it now. Or just go straight past it. Did it actually just give him a perfect path through? Yeah, it did. Wow. I don't know what to say.
Say, what is he gonna do on Olmec with 2 bombs and 7 ropes?
They go to the top area. Johnny's on 1-2.
4 fast strats.
I hope, for Johnny's sake, that fast strats go down here, and that something goes wrong.
If Fishy wins the finals without ever beating Olmec, with having died on Olmec every single time, that will be amazing.
Like, I think there was some treating going on here. We'll see. We'll let this go, and well, let's find out. It's up to Fishy. He's at 1 health. A single mistake means death.
Using his ropes wisely. And he's out.
Okay. Fishy is gonna take the 3-0 finals against Johnny. I feel terrible.
Why?
I mean, yes, Johnny did have a hard time, but some of
Fishy
that was
played
like
really well.
Yeah, alright, yeah. Alright, so Fishy getting the Crystal Skull, taking the final victory here. So, congratulations to Fishy. That's gonna be the end of the junior finals. Fishy is moving on to junior championships.
Somebody the community had never heard of.
Yeah, we didn't know about Fishy, and he became a fan favorite very quickly, and look at this. No losses! He's moving on to the championship, completely undefeated. So, congratulations to Fishy. Apologies to Johnny for the, A, crappy season. I think he was a little bit flustered when that went down. But, you know, we can't blame him. These are finals, you know. You get stressed, especially after 2 losses in a row. It's tough. It's very tough. The stress piles on. But that's going to be the end of junior finals for today. A little bit faster than I expected. I think Fishy only completed the last seed. But, that was pretty exciting stuff. And, tomorrow's going to be...
What do we have coming up in the future?
Tomorrow is going to be a bunch of junior elimination matches. We need to make up all of the races that need to be done. We still have a lot of junior elimination to do before we get to junior finals. So we're going to be having Telepri versus Shin. We're going to then have Mike versus Rudd. And then the winner of those 2 races will be facing off... Wait, what was it? No. Johnny will be facing off with whoever lost... No, oh my god. Let me rephrase all this. I have just become a total mess.
I'm confused.
Okay, so... We're going to have Telepri versus Shin, followed by Mike versus Rudd, followed by Johnny versus whoever wins in the race of Telepri versus Shin, and then whoever wins in Rud versus Mike, and then whoever wins in Shin versus Leprey, or freaking this is difficult. I am going to try one last time, otherwise
No, it's
just
not.
check the schedule.
Listen.
Okay.
There'll be one junior race, followed by another junior race. The winners of those 2 junior races will race each other. The winner of that race will race Fishy in the final. Is that right?
I don't know. Hold on. Okay.
I just said it right,
Okay.
guys.
Okay. Telepri versus Shin will face off. For the sake
Race
of,
1.
For the sake of me being able to explain this properly, Telepri wins. Okay? Just let's say Telepri wins. Then we're going to have
Nice.
Rud versus Mike.
Rud
Okay?
wins.
We're gonna have Rud versus Mike. For the sake of this, we're gonna say Mike wins.
What?
Because he's going to, okay? We are then going to have Shin versus Johnny, okay? Johnny wins. So Mike and Johnny won those 2 races. They are both the junior elimination finalists, and we will have them at the end. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, which it probably doesn't, it probably makes very little sense, go check out the Reddit page. Check it out there. The schedule is listed. We have labels for where it's dynamic scheduling. So wherever one player is listed as winner 3, you know, whoever wins that match will move on to the slot called winner 3
What
later.
time will these races be starting tomorrow?
These races will be Okay, you're gonna need to check tomorrow. We're gonna be working out some stuff with this guy who had scheduling issues. We're gonna be
I'm
working
sorry,
out.
I have a job.
Yeah, look at you with your job
I have,
and stuff.
I have like 1,000 people depending on me tomorrow. I have to
Yeah,
be there.
well, there's like 50 people watching this stream sometimes. Jerk. Anyway, check up on the Reddit post tomorrow. We're gonna be working some things out. See if we can't fix this up for Rud's sake, because he is in the races and he does need to actually be there. Because I don't want to sub people this close to finals. So we're gonna try our best to work that out by tomorrow. You should probably check out the post. We'll hopefully have it updated by then, and we'll get to junior elimination finals.